voices in my head bothering you? Are the voices in my head bothering you? I don't get that question. What are your thoughts on public restrooms? What are your thoughts? Do you have monsters living in your closet? I always have monsters living in my closet. Why not? How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? That's an interesting one. I think that's pretty interesting. I would say 1,020 chickens could kill an elephant. What do you talk about when you talk to yourself? What do you talk about when you talk to yourself? I don't find myself talking to myself quite a lot. If I am, I'm probably just, kind of like just rambling to myself about like something, that happened that day or something. Okay, so now we are moving, you can't see that. We are moving on to the more intrusive section. Okay, so who was the last person that you stalked and what did you do? Okay, like I said, you have to answer these truthfully. Who was the last person that you stalked and what did you do? What is your most embarrassing moment? As some of you may know, I have posted a embarrassing stories ramble, and I do plan on posting another one sometime soon, like a part 2. But if you watched that, you would know my most embarrassing moments. Why are you still single? Why are you still single? I ask myself that all the time. Although I like being single, so. How much longer do you think your relationship, marriage will last? I can't answer that because I'm not in any of those. How much money do you make? How much money do you make? How much money? How much money? How much money do you make? What is your deepest, darkest secret? What is your deepest, darkest secret? Like I said, you have to tell me. Okay. Who do you like the least? Okay, that one doesn't really apply because it's only just you and me, and if you said me, then we would have a problem. It was, who do you like least in this room? Okay. What was the last thing you stole? What was the last thing you stole? I remember when I was a kid growing up, I would always steal things from my sister's room because I would always wake up at the ass crack of dawn, and I would like sneak into her room, and she had like this drawer full of like little like knickknacks and toys and stuff, and I would always go in there at like 6 a.m. and like steal little stuff. I would give it back eventually, but I don't know why I did that actually. I don't steal things often. Okay, what size underwear do you wear? What size underwear do you wear? How much money do you have on you right now? I have $0. I have $0. Has anyone told you that you should lose some weight? Has anyone told you that you should lose some weight? I don't like that question. You don't ask someone that. Okay, we're gonna skip the gross questions because I feel like they're funny, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm not going to ask any of those. I almost started tearing up from how funny they are. Okay, would you rather have a pet unicorn or be a unicorn? Would you rather have a pet unicorn or be a unicorn? I think I would just have a pet unicorn. Would you rather be a giant ant or a tiny hippo? Giant ant or tiny hippo? I think I would be a giant. No. I would be a giant ant. Yeah. No, actually, I would be a tiny hippo because you would, because if you're big, I feel like the world is super small, but if you're like tiny, then you've got like a big earth, if that makes sense. Would you rather like someone else's armpit or have somebody else like your armpit? I think I don't know what I would choose for that one. Would you rather be a gummy bear or be a gummy times, so I think if I had to choose one, I would be a bear. I think I would be a bear, and I think most people would agree. Would you rather eat half a stick of butter or snort a tablespoon of sugar? Funny enough, I've actually eaten a stick of butter when I was younger. I used to do so much crap when I was younger. It's not even funny. Like, whenever we would go to restaurants, I would always drink like one of those little half and half half and half little cups that you put in your coffee. I would always drink those, like, just by itself. I would like flip up the little cap and just like chug it down. And if I like went to IHOP or something, I'd always like pour them into my milk. And I always thought that it made my milk more milky, if that makes sense. That's a little embarrassing fact for you. Okay. We are moving on to the fun section. Do you believe in zombies? Do you believe in zombies? I don't think I do. Have you ever spit in someone else's food? I have not. Can you lick your own elbow? I cannot. How do you think the world is going to end? How do you think the world is going to end? I think it's just gonna be, we're gonna get swallowed up by a big mouth. How would you plan your ideal funeral? How would you plan your ideal funeral? If I wasn't married, does it mean to you to make a difference? What does it mean to you to make a difference in the world? Do you think that education is important? What are you most proud of? Where is there room for improvement in your life? What do you think makes a great leader? How do you balance your personal and professional life? What do you think is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen or experienced? What are you most thankful for? What is the biggest decision you've ever had to make? Does listening to music affect you, and how? What has impacted you the most? What does your daily routine look like? What is your worst phase in your life? What do you see? What do you believe is most important for happiness in life? How do you spend your weekend? Sleeping, that's what. What is your favorite movie or book series? Where do you most bet? We've already asked that. How does it feel to be your age? How would you define success?